Hi, this is Vi from Scrappy Mania, and I want to share with you a haul that I did this weekend, and also I want to give you some ideas of things and places that I went that are not commonly scrapbooking stores, but they're places that may have some items that can be used for scrapbooking. One of the places that I went today, because today is half off in Goodwill, is I went to the Goodwill and I purchased this salt shaker. It was half off, so it only cost me 75 cents. And I did purchase some other shakers from other places like these. I purchased them at Target, but when I went back to get some more, they didn't have any. They had the large shaker with the large holes. And the reason why I like these better, these type of shakers better than the ones with the large hole, is because these have large holes already. I don't want to dump a lot of glitter on my pieces. I just mainly want to dump a little bit. So what I do is I have this Imaginext little container that came with, it had a lot of rhinestones. I used up the rhinestones. I filled it up with some glue. And then what I do, I use it like a lip gloss because it has like a little applicator. So on my flowers, I just go and put a little bit of this glue on my flower like that. Pretend this is a flower. And I don't have a flower with me right now, otherwise I will show you on a flower. But then it has, see, you see a little bit of the glue. And then I dump a little bit of glitter, just sprinkle. And see, I can control how much glitter I'm putting on that piece. So if I only want a little bit of shimmer, but not a lot of glitter, these shakers are just perfect, and you don't waste hardly anything. That's just a little bit, and I don't mind, you know, getting rid of that. It's not messy or anything. So that's why I buy these shakers, because I can put my glitter in there and just put a little bit, faint little glitter when I want it on a piece. So it looks nice and delicate. So I purchased these at Joann some time ago. This is extra fine glitter, and it was in the kids aisle. So I brought all 4 of these, and they were about $7.99 with the coupon. So it came out about $4 something after the coupon. And then I did have 3. So these I purchased at Target. This one I purchased at a supermarket, and when I went back to get some more, because I have a lot of glitter and I wanted to kind of put all my glitter in shakers like this, I couldn't find them. So I've been going around in Goodwill to see if I find shakers that I do like, because I don't want the real big shakers with the big holes. I just want small little holes. And I don't want the shakers that have tiny little holes either. They need to have, at least the hole needs to be like that. So that's what I did. I went and found this one. I only found one, but I went ahead and grabbed it and purchased that. So go to your Goodwill. The Goodwill was the other place also that I found this for half off. This mini sewer. This sewing machine was actually, let me see, $5.99. I purchased this when it was half off, because every other Saturday in Goodwill here in Arizona is 50% off on everything in their store. So I actually got this for $3. I've been looking at this in the craft stores, and they were $29.99. I did see it one time for $19.99, and when I found it for $3, it was brand spanking new in the package at my Goodwill. I grabbed it. So go visit your Goodwill, and if you're here in Arizona, the time to go to your Goodwill is every other Saturday. This Saturday, November 16th. I believe today is November 16th. It is, it's, you know, half off on everything. So next Saturday it won't be, but the following will be half off, and it'll be after the Thanksgiving week. It will be half off everything in their store. So take a look at your Goodwill for that. Then the other place that I went to, which is not a scrapbooking store, it is a office supply store, was Office Max, and I purchased these washable crayon. And the reason why I purchased these washable crayon, because I did see a tutorial where somebody was using water soluble pastels. And also another website I went to, another YouTube channel, where she was creating artwork with watercolor crayons. And I love Stampin' Up, and Stampin' Up also has all their colors in watercolor crayons. I think they don't have it anymore, I'm not sure, but at one point they did have watercolor crayons, and I really wanted to purchase that, but it was like, I know it was kind of high up there. I just didn't see myself paying, believe it was like 50 or 60 bucks for all their watercolor crayons. So I found this at the office supply store. It was $3.99, and it gave me all these crayons, 24. The colors look good, and I figured because they're water soluble, they're washable, they will be water soluble, meaning that they will act just like watercolor crayons. Same thing here. I did show you a video in where I took these washable markers and I used them just on a project, and it reacted just like if it was watercolor markers. So I'm hoping that these will do the same. I will show you in a tutorial. We'll use it in a project, so we'll see if they're indeed like watercolor crayons, if they work the same. So I got that $3.99. Now these were 99 cents, and I'm going to use these on my paper because I have a tutorial where I show you how to create chalk paper. And so I do still have some of that chalk paint. I'm going to create more chalk paper, and I want to use this so that way I can put little embellishments and doodles on my paper. So I found that for 99 cents. The next thing I found at the Office Max was these Bic markers. These Bic markers are just like alcohol markers from Copic. I do show you a tutorial where I use these just like if it was Copic, and I will put the links of all these tutorials on my description box. But I found these and they were 50 cents each, so I went ahead and purchased ones that I thought will be like skin tone, because I didn't really have nice skin tones Bics, so I figured these would be nice skin tone. I can use these and blend them in. And then this one, I just like the yellow. I just got it. So, got that. Okay, so the next thing I found was these watercolor metallic paints. And it was in the kids aisle. And this was only $3.99. And look, they're very intense. The colors are very intense. I really, really like this. Hopefully, they'll have a nice shimmer on my projects. And the reason why I purchased these, now this was only $3.99, is because I purchased this Twinkling H2O, and this was $25.99 with my 40% coupon. But still, excuse me, it's still kind of pricey, $25.99. You do get in there 10 colors. Here you get 8 colors, but $3.99, $25.99. We'll compare these two. I'll have a tutorial comparing these two, and I have a feeling they might be almost the same. Now you have a little more different colors on your Twinkling H2O, but still you can probably mix some of these up. And if you're on a budget, I think this is the way to go. And if you find bigger ones that has more colors of that brand of metallic watercolors in the kids area, it might be best to do that. So that's what I got in the kids. So don't bypass the kids area in your office supply stores, because there's stuff in there that you can use for scrapbooking, and you don't pay the scrapbooking price. Now the last thing that I purchased was I went to Joann's Fabrics, and they had a 70%, yep, 70% off Kathy Davis scrapbooking supplies. So This actually was $12.99, and I actually got it for about $3 something or $2 something. I'm not sure, but it was 70% off. I don't have the ticket in front of me, but I think this was $12.99. I'm not really completely sure, but I know all this that you see here was only $23. So I got these, and you get quite a few of each. It looks like you get 3 of each. And some of them are flocking, so they're flocked. And the rest are cardstock. Okay, so I got that. The other thing that I did purchase were these little brads, and there are buttons in there, and there's different little brads, and it says here, what does that say? Friend, I believe it says there. I'm not sure. I don't have my glasses on, so I cannot read these little fonts. But anyhow, I got these, and they were a pretty good price. I think this was $1.49. They were $5.99. And then I got this also. They only had one. Now, they didn't have a variety of stuff because the racks were empty. I was able to find these by miracle. I mean, because there was hardly any of this stuff up. I mean, people just picked it up. So I got this. And then I got these paper pad. Now, this paper pad was kind of a little destroyed, but I looked at the papers itself, and they look pretty nice, except for the top one. But hey, 70% off. This actually came up to $2.49, you know. So I figured that's okay with one. And then let's look at what you get. So you get 4 of each, and look at these patterns. I mean, I really like this pattern. Look at that one. And then here, I just like it because it's an artistic kind of feel, these papers. And look at this. You can put 2 little pictures there, put it in a mini album. It's like perfect. Perfect. And it has that watercolor feel to it. Imagine using this little pieces on a cream color cardstock for the background, using some of your watercolor metallic paints to kind of give it a nice little wash in the background, laying this on top with your photo, a little bit of embellishments, and I think it's going to look darling. And then you can cut these for strips, and these are actually cut aparts that you can cut and use as frames, and you get 4 of each. And then this one you can also cut apart and use in your project. So I got that. Then I got these paper pads, and I got 2 because they're not the same, even though it does says ambrosia, and it says ambrosia here too, but they're different. You really, the colors are different. This one says happiness, and this one says beauty. So let's go ahead and take a peek inside and see. You get, this is a bright red, but if you look at the one here, it's just nice and blue. So it's kind of the same design, but a little different color. And look at that one. And look at this one. That looks very nice, very nice. That, and it's kind of similar to that 6x6 paper pad. And the papers, believe it or not, this was $5.49. The paper, it's cardstock. This is not cheap cardstock. You can hear it. It's very thick cardstock. So it's gonna take color. It's gonna take misting. Anything you put on there, it's gonna take it well. Look how pretty that is. I really love this color. These are more like green tones and aqua and some pinks. Look how beautiful that is. Don't need much for this layout. You put a couple of pictures here, a little more embellishments here. That's it. I mean, it's almost done for you. Look at the nice little strips. You can cut those. And what I like about this paper pad is you have the cut aparts already cut for you. These are die cut, so you just perforate them off. See, it's perforated already. You just peel them off. And this is the last page. Look how pretty that looks. Let me show you the second one. That way you can see. Same kind of papers, but a different color. The other one had a blue background. This one has a green background. You can mix and match this with the other one. They go well together. This one, look how pretty that is. And then see, it's slightly a little different. And you get 4 of each of these sheets. And it's not cheap cardstock, cheap paper, like I said. Sometimes you buy the paper and it's very thin. I've noticed, like, if I purchase paper from some papers from Anna Griffin on HSN, when I get them, they're very thin. They're not very sturdy. So if I want to make bulky layouts with a lot of embellishments and flowers and things like that, I have to back that paper up with a solid piece of cardstock in the back. This one, you don't have to back up anything. It really will stand up well to anything you put on it. And look how pretty this is. These again are cut aparts. Here's another one. Look, beauty, love, strips. You can cut this in strips. And then the last one is some die cuts. So I think that's it that I purchased today. So I just wanted to show you what's out there. So I hope you liked this video, and thank you for watching. Bye now.